Hey, welcome to another episode of Freedom on Fire. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV. Again, I want to thank everybody for helping us to reach 100,000 views. Now, that's not 100,000 subscribers, but I read a scripture in the Bible. Yes, I'm a Bible person. You may not, that's up to you, but I believe the scripture. Something, it actually works for me. Blah, blah, blah. And so, they said despise not small beginnings. So I'm not going to despise small beginning. I think the people who were with me from 10 to 100 to almost 2,000 now in subscribers, 100,000 seem like it's a long way, but I don't sweat that. I don't have no marketing team trying to tell me how to get to. I let that stuff happen on its own. I don't let that bother. But thank you for 100,000 views of Bob TV Freedom on Fire and the Rob Report. I really appreciate you. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down at the bottom, the notification bell to alert you when a new video is up. And like and share, or don't like, leave a comment below, get your debate on. Just don't be cussing each other out and calling each other names. Daddy don't appreciate that, and Daddy might have to spank you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is the sports edition, and in the news, we just talked about Jimmy Johnson actually threatened to sit down players when they suck. And you can't afford to do it. But let's get to another story, because in the same instance, we had President Trump calling football players who protest sons of bees, when he is the chief son of a bee. That statement is a statement of a son of a bee. Now, I don't know his mom. I'm quite sure his mama's a sweet woman, so I'm not going to call his mama a female dog. Quite sure she's a nice lady. But let's talk about Mike Pence and this stunt that he did. This is coming from The Hill by Jacqueline Thomasine. Sometimes I don't agree with Jacqueline, but we're going to talk about this. And the title of this is called "Indianapolis Sports Columnist Pence Used the Colts to Stage a Political Stunt." All right, so you know the deal. Pence decided to go, I guess somebody was getting some kind of award, and Pence decided to stop at the Colts game, his hometown. And at the Colts game, the people from the San Francisco 49ers decided to take a kneel, and Pence going to get up and say, I dare them disrespect our country and our flag and the national anthem. I dare you. No, he don't do it like that. He's more like, I dare them. Because you try to be all calm, cool, and collective and tender-hearted. I'm appalled, and I dare them to disrespect our flag, disrespect our vets, and disrespect the national anthem, and disrespect these United States. Wrong, Mike Pence, wrong. I dare you come there and disrespect the flag, disrespect our sons of freedom, so-called sons of freedom, and disrespect our military. Because like I said in the last segment, freedom of protest is respecting all that our flag supposed to be waving for, that our soldiers supposed to have fought and died for. They're exercising American exceptionalism and American freedom at its highest. But putting your mouth and shaming somebody because they won't force themselves to do what you think, that's not freedom. That's tyranny. That's oppression. And that's dictatorship. When you're trying to demand that people not disrespect the flag, not disrespect the national anthem, that is called tyranny and dictatorship, where they have no choice. The purpose of people fighting and dying, protesting, fighting for civil rights, dying to keep America free, is to keep America free. Now, let me get into this. Mr. White Hair Man himself, Mr. trying to fight his own sexuality. Let me read this. Indianapolis sports columnist accused Vice President Mike Pence of using a Colts game to stage a political event after Pence walked out of the game over football players kneeling during the national anthem. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm not going to take this no more. I'm walking out. Trying to show yourself to be a tough American, that you're for American exceptionalism, We're the real Americans around here. I'm storming out. I dare them. I dare you. Greg Doyle wrote in the column for the Indianapolis Star that Pence had staged a walkout as the Colts played against the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, and that Pence knew the players would be kneeling. He knew that. He should know that every player, everywhere you go, people are going to kneel or stand with the fists in the air. More to come, Mr. Pence. What do you think? He didn't know the 49ers would kneel on Sunday? Pence knew they was going to kneel on Sunday. The 49ers are the franchise, the one franchise, the only franchise that has had at least one player kneel before every game since Colin Kaepernick was the first to do it in 2016 preseason. Doyle wrote, Kaepernick played for the 49ers, of course. Doyle also noted the reporters following Pence were told to stay in a van outside the game. Look, hold up now. I'll be right back. Keep the gas on. All right? So reporters following Pence were told to stay in the van outside the game because Pence wouldn't be there long. Look, bro, I'll be right back. This is only going to take 2 minutes. Pence, you think the world is dumb. That's the problem between you and Trump. You think you guys know more. Nobody's no dummy, man. Just because you hold political office, just because you con and scheme to get PAC money and all that, doesn't mean you're smarter than the American people. MEC News reporter Von Hilliard, one of the pool reporters with Pence, tweeted that reporters were told to stay in the van outside the game because Pence may depart the game early. And the tweet said, as media pool has been made aware, a staffer told pool that V. POTUS may depart the game early. Did not indicate how early. That was the tweet. And you can probably find this tweet under Von Hilliard, and it doesn't have the date of the tweet, but you probably can find it. The columnists also questioned how much taxpayers' money was spent on this political stunt. In other words, Mr. Fiscal Conservative, you spent our money for the stunt. He traveled here with his usual contingent of aides and bodyguards, and he didn't fly standby on Delta. Chew on that minute, Doyle wrote. Pence tweeted Sunday that he left the game after seeing the NFL players kneel during the national anthem. Oh, that was so appalling, so appalling. Get out of here. You ain't leaving because of that. I left today Coast game because POTUS and I will not dignify any event that disrespect our soldiers, our flag, our national anthem. So you're saying that if you guys go somewhere, you're bringing dignity to the game. No, you're not bringing dignity anywhere. You, as vice president, and and President Trump are actually being anti-American in this situation. Huffing and puffing and getting mad and storming out like you some woman that got mad because she saw her husband cheat or vice versa. I had enough of this. I'm gone. Weak, man. President Trump later tweeted that he asked Pence to leave the stadium if any player need. Look, Pence, if you stay there any longer, you better leave or you're fired. So you're going to ask him to leave. I asked VP Pence to leave the stadium if any players kneel disrespecting our country. I'm proud of him and Second Lady Karen. All right, Trump, let's stop this for a second. Here you go with this totalitarian, authoritative mindset, thinking you can just do whatever you want and you can control anything. First of all, nobody cares about your freaking tweet. Only your supporters care that. They care about that. They're probably thinking, that's my president, tough talk. No, your tough talking president actually is doing something anti-American. Anti-American. For a person who never served a day in the armed forces, who dodged the draft multiple times because he was a coward, it wasn't his feet. Money can buy you a changed medical report. I really wanted to serve. No, you didn't. You're too scared. Well, I went to military school, but that's not like going to war. Pence's early departure came after Trump began attacking NFL players who kneeled during the anthem last month. He said any player that kneels is a son of a bitch, I'll quote, and said owners should fire any player that take part of the demonstration. So you're trying to give advice to owners to fire people who decides to peacefully protest, exercising their rights as American citizens. And again, you're trying to tell them that they should be fired because they're protesting the injustices in our police department all the way up to your seat, Doc. Your seat. You're pushing injustice in America. You're violating the Constitution. Trump also called for people to walk out of an NFL game if they saw any protesting kneeling. Too late, Trump. People are walking out of the game because of systemic. There's people who are not even coming to the game. They're boycotting the NFL. You didn't start this blackout in the NFL. This blackout NFL has already started. There's a bunch of people decide not to turn on the TV, not to go to a game until the America stop trying to run from the real issue, which is systemic police brutality throughout the United States. People are walking out. People are not going to be buying products that the NFL that's being shown on the NFL commercials, and people are not going to the game. We started that, so it's too late. All right. So let me get into it. That's the end of that story. So I'm done on this. So the bottom line is, Pence knew he had California. He had to be at a certain time. He wasn't planning on staying long. He just wanted to pull this political stunt, cost you and me money, just to show that, hey, we're going to stand up against this anti-American action. No, anti-American action is you storming out because people decide to protest against inequality in our neighborhoods when it comes to our police force. And up for their rights, and you're getting upset. So don't try to say, no, it's the national anthem and it's the flag. No, the point is these things are going on under the flag of freedom. Blood is still being spilled, not in fighting for the flag, but just to stay alive, being black, being Hispanic, being Arab. Chinese people don't go through as much. Orientals don't go through as much. Quite sure they do, but not as much. This is the real reason, again, why we protest. Hashtag, this is why we kneel. This is why we kneel. This is why we kneel. You want to run from the real issues. You're punking up, carrying up, running from the issue of facing that we need to fix this thing because too many American citizens are being killed for no freaking reason. No reason. Skittles are no reason. Selling CDs is no reason. Being choked out for selling Lucy's for no reason when you were not threatened was no reason. You have too much paranoid, cowardly cops who should not even be a police officer. We need real good police officers. And we got a whole bunch of them. Don't get me wrong, man. I love my police officers. But there's those who just don't need the job. They're too freaking paranoid. That's what we're fighting against. That's why we're protesting and hashtag this is why we kneel. So you can keep bringing up the veterans. We're disrespecting the veterans, respecting the flag. We're disrespecting the national anthem. I say bring that on. Because right now you're waving the flag of freedom. You care more about the flag than the American citizens in the United States. The citizens are more important than the flag. The flag have no meaning, no value, no prestige when you're allowing and making excuses for not dealing with this situation. The song need to be trashed. The third verse is what you've been hiding from the bowels of history, from kids, from realizing that the whole entire song was fighting against mention killing and oppressing and dominating slaves who were fighting for their freedom against the so-called country who's supposed to be waving the ban of freedom, who are trying to enslave them at the same time. So stop. Stop. You're spitting in the face of the flag. You're spitting on the flag, and you spitting on, and you need to change the song to the American and Beautiful instead of that other crap. You care more about the symbolism of American exceptionalism than the true thing that make America an exception of great value, and that's the people in it of all race, creed, colors. The only way you're going to make America great again is by looking out and doing great things for all Americans, by fixing the justice system, fixing equality, making things more equal for all, fixing the injustices in America, making sure people are being taken care of who can't be taken care of. That is true American exceptionalism. That is the reason why people are leaving their country to come into America. It's not because of the flag, because some of them coming here and don't even know what the flag means. It's not for the flag. It's not for the national anthem. The bottom line is people see that America is the land, supposed to be the land of the free, the home of the brave, the home of hope and opportunity. But when they get here, they're being oppressed, dominated, brutalized, and even killed. And those who've been in this country to help build this country, African Americans, indigenous Indians, indigenous people, and our Hispanic brothers and sisters are being oppressed under the so-called flag of freedom for all and under the songs of American exceptionalism. The people make American great. The people make America great. And as long as you're going to dominate, brutalize, and terrorize the people of America, especially the blacks, especially the Hispanics, especially the indigenous, this country will never be a great country. This country will never be great until you deal with the real issue at hand. Not the freaking flag, not the freaking song, but systemic brutality that's going on in our neighborhoods in the local area today. Until then, America will never be great. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire. Peace. Hey, this is your boy Bob TV with Freedom on Fire and Rob Report. I want to thank you for watching the webcast. Make sure you share these segments all across your social media network. Like and share, subscribe, and maybe invite a couple other people to do the same thing. You make the difference. I also want to thank you for those who support this channel through Patreon, whether it's 50 cents to $50 million. It goes right back into what we do here. So like the lights that you're looking at right now, that's because of something that you did. All of you guys make the difference into this channel growing, and I really want to appreciate you for that. Also, by all means, again, continue to share your comments at the bottom of each video. Just don't get so visceral to the people who may disagree with me or may disagree with you. This calling out name stuff, that's not for this channel. So please try not to call people names, personal names. Now you can call some of the stuff they talk about crap. I say that, but just don't attack people personally. Words really hurt when you start attacking people personally, because these people really believe these things, and you're not gonna take away their belief by calling them names. So please don't do that on this channel. But nevertheless, I appreciate you guys. We're shooting for 2,000 now, so I need your help. So as my pastor would say, reach one, teach one. I mean, let's reach out. You got the information. Make sure you share with other people and try to get them to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and expand. I'm Bob TV, Freedom on Fire, Rob Report. Peace.